Oh, well, oh, fuck, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Let's see if it's working. Yes, it is. Okay, guys, welcome to Have a Drink with me. I'm your host, Derek, the nice guy Rivera. As you can tell, I'm pretty much dressed like I don't give a shit, and I really don't. Um, it is what it is. I got the last of my Buffalo Trace. It's always sad to have the last of a drink, just the last of a drink. Um, every night I usually have a glass of bourbon, and I watch TV or whatever. And I think today I literally was Sunday, so today I was off work, so I just literally sat here and cleaned my room. I I sat here and cleaned my room and watched movies all day. Didn't talk to a soul. That's the greatest fucking Sundays ever, man. That's just fucking drop. Make all the noise in the world. Why the fuck not? Let's wake everybody in the house up. Not really. So, I I watched the new Batman finally, and I know I said on this podcast or on this version of the podcast because usually I don't really talk about movies on the Morning D podcast because it just takes up too much time. Um, but on Have a Drink with me, we talk about movies, we talk about entertainment, we talk about all kinds of cool stuff. And definitely, if you want to hear more of my antics, definitely follow me at Diesel Uchiha at TikTok. I think TikTok, man. Definitely a lot of fucking fun there, bro. But yeah, I finally sat down and watched the new Batman movie, man, and I gotta say, and I said this 100 times. I'll say this on Twitch. I'll say it fucking live. If I did like the movie, I'd let everybody know. And guess what? I kind of like the movie. As an old Batman fan, I've been a fan forever, and a lot of people like I kind of went into it with an open mind because the whole Robert Patterson thing. I've always seen him as the Holto vampire, little sparkling ass fucking vampire dude. You know what I'm saying? And I was I was kind of nervous, I guess. But this is like the best movie I've seen him in, and even though he wasn't that much of a good Bruce Wayne, um, and I think that's what makes a good Batman is just a guy that could be a good Bruce Wayne. Because Christian Bale was actually a pretty damn good Bruce Wayne. But at the same time, I feel like he acted like a good young amateur Batman, like kind of like saying he was smart, but not as smart as Batman usually is. So definitely you can tell there was room for growth there. Um, and like I said, man, before I ever like most of my life, Batman has been my favorite character. Batman, I've always like my first Halloween. I remember I was dressed up as Batman. You know what I'm saying? My first everything. He's always been my favorite character because he's human, but at the same time he's still fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still like somehow he still surpasses the rest of the Justice League in a way. Even though he ain't got no superpowers. This man ain't got no superpowers. Um, I'm gonna start talking about the movie in a minute. So watch out, there is spoilers for people that haven't seen it yet, people that ain't got HBO Max. I've literally been letting it sit there for a month, bro. Not even watching this movie. I'm like, I keep on skipping over it, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to watch this, man. I don't know if I want to watch this fucking movie. Mm. I, because I'm usually one of the people that just I'm a hater. I'm a big time hater. I'm one of the people that will judge something like by the actors itself, but I think all the actors did a fucking wonderful job in this movie. Like, for one, Colin Farrell was in the movie. I didn't even know that. I looked it up and I was like, wait a minute, he was the Penguin? Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, hats off to their fucking makeup and fucking crew. God damn, like that man looked like a totally different dude. I really thought he was like an old Italian dude. I really thought that. Like, and I was like, damn, bro, like that did it. I didn't even know that was him. Like there, and after I looked it up to see who the actors were and stuff like that, because I like the guy that played Alfred. Like I can't think of his name right now, but he was in Black Panther, and he's a badass fucking actor. So I looked it up. I was like, man, who the fuck are these people? So I look him up, and I'm like, who the fuck's Colin Farrell? So it said the Penguin. I was like, bullshit. So then after I looked it up, I started to kind of see that was him. But I was like, man, dude, that shit's fucking insane. That was like that movie like surprised the shit out of me. In other words, like I was really looking into hate on this movie. I watched it today to hate on it. I watched it today to have something playing while I was cleaning the room. I ended up sitting there for fucking 2.5 hours watching this movie instead of cleaning this room. I mean, I got it clean, but after the movie, I would have had this bitch done like way earlier. But I just got done now. Because usually every Sunday, you know what I'm saying, you take your time, do whatever, watch some movies, but like definitely that's my day not to talk to nobody and watch movies, and that's what I did, and it was it was tremendous, man. Like, and I didn't think I was gonna like this movie, and I said it on a couple episodes back about this movie on Have a Drink with Me. I said if I like the movie, I'm gonna say I like the movie, and guess what? I like the movie. I'll watch it again, and it definitely gets a 7 out of 10 for me. You know what I'm saying? Like if any fucking movie like a 10 is like something poetic, something great, something like Goodfellas. No, not Goodfellas. Goodfellas ain't that good. Well, it's good, but it ain't 10. It's more like a 8, but definitely it's a 7. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something I'd watch again. It's definitely something I'd recommend to people. I don't really like. I think one of my favorite parts in the fucking movie, and I was gonna say this earlier, was literally when they finally show the Batmobile. And they don't even show it that much. Like that's one thing I did have a problem with it too, is when they show the Batmobile and they barely showed it, like, but like, for that little bit of scene, you know what I'm saying? It was like this was literally like two movies in one, it felt like. And they showed the Batmobile for like, maybe 30 minutes out of it all together. So it was like literally like it was a fucking bad motherfucker. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it was literally like something that it wasn't as badass as is the the Christian Bale Batman Batmobiles. It wasn't as funny as the George Clooney and the fucking Val Kilmores and the Michael Keaton Batmans mobiles, but it was definitely fucking something that you were like, that's pretty fucking dope. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I kind of got hyped when I saw it. Cause like they was on the shootout and shit with the Penguin, and he kind of goes around. He's like, because they were calling him Vengeance. Like that's what they were calling him mostly in the movie. Cause he's still a young Batman. He's like only 2 years in. The movie pretty much takes place 2 years into his thing. Um, and he was like, Penguin walks around the side of the car and he's not there. He's like, what the fuck? And I was here, and you turn around and the fucking car lights up and it's like, oh fuck, dude. And like, I ain't gonna lie, that got my attention. I got hyped in a motherfucker like this, because you know what I'm saying, as soon as you see a fucking car light up, bitch please, you know what I'm saying. And that the Batmobile was one of my fucking favorite parts of the movie, man. Just because when they start chasing Penguin down that fucking highway and shit, and oh boy, like Batman just like presses the button and jumps, and he thinks he got through everything, firework, and that fucking Batmobile comes flying out of the fucking fire all around it and shit. Like, okay, like now you got my attention, bitch. Now you got my attention. But like it was definitely a pretty good movie. You know what I'm saying? One of the best I've seen this year so far. I guess, like, what other movies have I seen this year? I can't really think. I mean, of course, I was excited. Like me, I love movies like that. It was a little cheesy in a way. Like, I thought Catwoman was hot as fuck. I thought, let's see what else I think. There was another part too, that when Catwoman's leaving the city, and this is spoilers. If you don't want to hear fucking spoilers, don't watch this. You know what I'm saying? And this goes for my YouTube people too when I put this on YouTube in a little bit, and my Spotify people. But I'm gonna put it in the description. Spoiler alert. So it was definitely it was definitely cool, but like then he sneaks up on Catwoman, and she's like, "Why you always sneak up on me like that?" And like, but then it shows when she starts, Catwoman leaves, gets on a motorcycle. His motorcycle's already sitting right there. It's like, bitch, how did you not hear his fucking motorcycle pull up while you're looking at that grave in the graveyard? Shit don't make no fucking sense to me. I would have definitely heard the fucking motorcycle pull up. Oh shit, there's a motorcycle. What the fuck you doing, Holmes? You know what I'm saying? But no, like he just appeared there with the motorcycle. Like, what did he do? Carry that motherfucker? Like, I don't understand. Um, that was a little fishy. But what I did like about the movie too was like it was 2 years in his Batman being Batman. It wasn't a fucking another origin story. I'm tired of it. Like as a fan, I know the origin story, bitch. Go on. Well, what if someone else don't? Too bad. They can read up. They can read the fucking old, detective comics. I don't care. Like, do something. But we know the origin story. Like the Christian Bale did the same thing. Every like time they reboot a superhero, like did Spider Man and everything, it literally freaking has to replay the origin story. We know. Okay, we fucking know it's over. Like let's just start it with like like this one I liked about it. They started when he was like already 2 years in. You didn't have to see him going through training with Ra's al Ghul. You didn't have to see him like Alfred training him. You didn't have to see his parents getting shot. We seen it, dude. Like and it's always the same old bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Going on these fucking missions or whatever he did. You know what I'm saying, to become Batman. Every little story is different. I mean, but I think he played. I think the dude played a good young Batman. He seemed like he was kind of naive, which that's good. You know what I'm saying? When you're young, you're kind of naive. You can't just start out as a badass. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of it, they kind of had to play on like a Joker, and I'm wondering if it ain't like the same as. Remember the movie The Joker? I don't know if y'all seen that one. That was like back in 2018, 19 or whatever, with Joaquin Phoenix. And I was wondering if like they can like if that Batman's in that same world because and the reason why I say this is because there was a part where there was an Asian dude, he was on the subway, and there's these guys, like it was like Halloween night, and these guys were painted like Joker looking things, like they were like white face with the blue makeup and stuff, and they literally followed them like they're trying to jump someone into the gang or something like that, like knock them out because they had a video of them knocking someone out and shit like that. They're dressed like clowns, and I'm like, I wonder if those are the guys that are play on like the movie The Joker, but when everybody started kind of like praising him a little bit after he shot those douchebags in the fucking in the subway, and also when he like and everybody he started kind of like standing up for the common people kind of thing, and I wonder if those people were like kind of like Joker minions or maybe they're wannabe Jokers, you know what I'm saying? They're just kind of out doing crazy shit, and I wonder if like but the Joker, like when I showed him on there, like I don't know if it was even him, but the way he was talking, it didn't look like Joaquin Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? But like, I was just wondering if that's like the same kind of like the multiverse, or maybe like universe. Like like kid Bruce Wayne when he was in the Joker, and the Joker like touched his nose or whatever. I wonder if that's the same Bruce Wayne they grew up to be. Whatever. But this Batman was actually a pretty damn good one. Like I like the storyline. I think was one of the best in a way. It was a weird storyline, weird lot of little weird twists going on there, and I ain't gonna give that away. But there was some weird twists going on in that movie and it was darker than most of them. It was like the Christian Bale Batmans were kind of dark, kind of realistic. But this one was like the most realistic one I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like it was literally fucking crazy. Like the Riddler, that motherfucker was like a fucking serial killer, dude. And that's what I liked about it, because he was like a real killer, but he was the Riddler was fucked off. Like I ain't gonna lie, I came in expecting like a Jim Carrey version of the Riddler, you know what I'm saying? Like the old school, you know what I'm saying? I love the Jim Carrey version of the Riddler. That's one reason why I watched that Batman movie, and I still do to this day. If I had it, but I don't. Battery's about to die, I bet you. But I think, but yeah, I give this a 7 out of 10 because this is just a great storyline. I love how dark it was, man. I hate when movies are like too. I don't know how to explain. I like a good like I like if I see a superhero movie, I don't want to see something that's like a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? I want to see something that's fucking like almost realistic, almost something that's like what I mean, just realistic about this fucking movie. And it was there's never gonna be a guy dressed like Batman driving a hot rod and shit like that and a motorcycle around everywhere. But you could see someone like the Riddler running a crew and destroying shit because the world's going the way it's going, and but people were just like in the movie the Riddler and his he was just tired. He was tired of what I'm saying, like I guess all the crookedness in his city, so he decided to do it a certain way instead of like what I'm saying, he's leaving his little riddles and stuff like that. The only thing I didn't really understand about that is just Batman knew the answer right away. You know what I'm saying? But then again, he is Batman. Batman is smart as fuck, so maybe he just what I'm saying. Maybe he just that's what he's kind of playing on. But it seemed like he was like a 30-something-year-old Batman. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I mean? Because I think the Batman we see a lot, like on Justice League and stuff like that, the smart one, I think he's like in his later 30s or something like that. This one is like either like early 30s or like 20s kind of Batman guy. He's definitely not at the level of like the Robert Patterson level Batman is not at the level of like even the Christian Bale Batman. And I even forgot about the fucking what's his name Batman? The fucking what's that fucking douche's name? Ben Affleck. You know what I'm saying? Like Ben Affleck Batman was kind of dope. I would have loved to see this origin like a story of that, not the origin story, which for sake of the origin stories, but like a story of that. But like he played his part good with Justice League or whatever, and it's like. But I think I don't know if I'm not saying Robert Patterson's the best Batman, but what I'm saying is like you know what I mean. Like he has room for growth, and I think he has room to like, become a better Batman. And I think like with easily with movies like that last one easily. You know what I mean? Like he easily like because that movie was a kind of a good movie. I mean, I wasn't really feeling the Commissioner Gordon character, but because like he wasn't in it as much as the I got used to the Christian Bale Batmans, where Commissioner Gordon's like one of the main fucking characters. This one he wasn't really in it. He kind of had like a, like he was trying to be Batman for some reason. It's like chill the fuck out, bro. But maybe that's just how he talks. I don't know. And but yeah, this movie gives. I'm here on Twitch to say that movie rocks, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what else to fucking say. Appreciate you watching. Have a drink with me. What time is it? Yeah, we're about 15 minutes in, so we're good. Um, I appreciate you watching. Have a drink with me. I'm sipping on some Buffalo Trace right now. Definitely follow me on my social medias at Diesel Uchiha 007 at TikTok, Diesel Uchiha 007 at Twitch. Give me a good follow. If not, fuck you. Um, Also, if you want to see my antics, whatever, those are most of the sites I use the most is either TikTok or if I'm on here on Twitch. I'm not really the kind of guy that's going to be like, tell out my Instagram or my Facebook or whatever, but definitely tune in every Thursday for the podcast, the Morning Beer or the Morning D podcast. Is short for the Morning Drunk podcast. I used to call it the Morning Beer, that's why I called it that. But definitely a damn good podcast, I guess. Um, Also, big shout out to everybody, saying that listens or whatever, and everybody's going to watch this on YouTube. I know I usually get quite a few views and quite a few listens on Anchor as well. So, yeah, thank you guys. And, this was my opinion on this Batman movie. I thought it was pretty fucking good. And, you know what I mean? I know I said a while back I'm not going to watch it because it has a sparkly ass vampire dude on it. I've never seen any other movie with him besides this and Twilight, and I gotta say this was the best movie. I wasn't really a fan of Twilight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. Like, what do you want me to fucking do? What do you want me to fucking do? I'm not a fan of Twilight. I mean, the books were but the fucking movies were You know what I mean? Like, you watch the movies. The only reason why I know the movies because I'm saying you're with a chick. You're trying to get your dick sucked or something, dude. So what you do is you watch these fucking stupid ass movies, man. But anyway, the Batman was definitely rocked, dude. Like and like I said, I give it a 7 out of 10. My favorite part was when the Batmobile jumped in. Had a lot of other fucking favorite parts too. You know what I'm saying? I noticed when he was Bruce Wayne, he played an all right Bruce Wayne because it did use a lot of Bruce Wayne tendencies in it, such as he had to like solve a lot of this as Bruce Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it wasn't like a little bit as Bruce Wayne. You know what I'm saying? But like definitely he made his little appearance where, but definitely as a Batman, he did a pretty good job. And you know what I mean? Take it from me, I've been a fan for fucking so long. I mean, since I was a kid, like I like Ninja Turtles and Batman. Then I grew up, got older and started liking anime. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no in between. I never was a fan of Superman. I thought he was too goody two shoes. Never a fan of fucking, any of that bullshit. And when I liked Marvel, I liked Iron Man and the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? So like in Batman and Flash are my favorite DC characters. I don't know why. I'm stupid and I'm slow, so I don't know what the fuck. But they're just good ass fucking characters. and I like the backstories, but I'm glad this movie did not play the fucking backstory. I'm glad this movie was him already 2 years in. So if you were watching the movie and you didn't know who the fuck Batman was, too fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a few things in the movie they did, and I feel like they should have a number two come out. Um, I'm really interested to see who they have play the Joker, because he has to be one guy in it, because he's talking to him in Arkham Asylum. He's talking to the Riddler in Arkham Asylum. Are they going to come back? Is the Riddler going to come back with the Joker? So it kind of left that little bit open a little bit. Like it was a little open, but there's still a lot of explaining to do. But hopefully, like if a Riddler and Joker team up together, that's going to be fucking scary for Batman. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a lot of characters in it. It had Catwoman, Penguin. I respected the Penguin character one of the most, just because he was like an Italian fucking gangster, dude. I like that, so I'm a big fan of like Italian gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always have been. So you know what I mean? He was like just the way he was, and like it showed that this movie. The reason why I liked it is because it showed that Batman wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? In other movies, they kind of like, I know I'm still going on about this, but they kind of respected. I'm supposed to leave already, but I'm fuck it. They kind of didn't show him the respect that he needed. You know what I'm saying? Like I like one part when he's walking up and this one cop's like, man, what are you doing? This is a crime scene, dude. And he's just like, yeah, let him through. He's Batman. And it's like, I don't care who he is. But then he sees him. The same cop sees him as Bruce Wayne. He's like, "Yo, it's Bruce Wayne. How you doing?" I waved at Bruce Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's fucking funny to me. Like I like that. Like they still didn't really respect him like they should. Like in the Christian Bale Batman's, like by the time the Joker came around, they kind of respected him. You know what I'm saying? People respected him. And of course, in the third one when Bane was there, um, there wasn't much respect, but everybody was happy to see him. But in this one, it was still 2 years in. They weren't happy to see him, so they're like, fuck, who's this loser? You know what I'm saying? Like when he knocks on the door of the club and they're like, the two twins are like, no, we're not letting you in. Like, anybody else would have seen him and like older Batmans would have seen him and kind of moved out of the way. Fuck, it's Batman. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't, and they showed him a lot of disrespect. I like that because he started to pretty much earn the respect. At the end, you can see people kind of respected him a little bit more after everything that was said and done, and that's kind of what that's what I liked about it the most, because you saw him earn that respect. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely. Most definitely a good movie. Like I said, 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching. That one viewer, you probably already left, but thank you for watching, one viewer. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything. And I told everybody I would fucking come on Twitch and apologize and say it was a good movie, and I did. So, definitely a big toast to you. Got some Buffalo Trace right here. One of my favorite allegations. It's the easiest one to find, too, but it's a damn good one. You might have seen it on the Rogan or whatever, but at 90 proof, it's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? At 90 proof, this is a pretty fucking dope dope bourbon. I like to have at least one glass a night, or one glass every Sunday or whatever, or every Saturday or whatever. And simple as that. Most people would already finish the bottle, but I like my alligator bourbons. I don't finish them fast. I sip them. I have one glass every Saturday, every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Those are not drinking everyday glasses. And the ones I drink every day are like my my Long Branch, or my fucking Jack Daniels or something like that, or some other bourbon that I have in here. Like I had some what else did I have? I have all kinds of bourbons in the closet, but it is what it is. Yeah, they're still in the closet. No, they're in the closet though. I got two Eagle Rares, Weller 12, E.H. Taylor, Blanton's, and that's about it. But usually I'm just drinking my little shots of Irish whiskey or whatever I'm drinking. Definitely, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Anybody that did listen to the whole thing, thank you. If you didn't, fuck you. Like I said, follow me on TikTok, Dilo Cheetah. I am also in the talks with somebody making me some merch, so definitely be on the lookout for that. If you want some merch, definitely send me a message. And just your shirt size, just a shirt size, or mildly what you wear, and I could definitely send that your way, and also your address as well. Also, what else was I gonna say? Definitely check out the Morning D podcast on Thursdays. I know I started to talk about that earlier, but I still got into the movie with about Batman. I just get excited over little shit like that. So definitely check out the Morning D podcast on Thursdays between 11:30 a.m. and 12:30 is when I come on Twitch and I talk for a little bit. I'm gonna sit here and do some notes for the podcast. I was supposed to be doing that earlier, but I was cleaning my room and definitely just definitely just enjoy life, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, like if you don't let people like what I did was I let people talk bad about the actors in the movie, and I made a decision myself. I came in this movie with an open mind, and that's what I think you should do with anything. You know what I'm saying? You wanna go try to enjoy something. Come in with an open mind and just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for watching. Y'all have a great fucking day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. Much love.